all, I just wanted to talk very quickly about what I am reading at the moment. So you should have recently seen my September reading wrap up of what I read in September. I have actually got a couple of books to add to that because surprisingly, so I filmed that video last week and I didn't really think I was going to get through many books, but I ended up reading these. So tomorrow is October. You're not going to be seeing this till next week though. So yeah, so technically I've got 2 more to add to that video, which is just crazy, but I thought I would include them in this video as well. And then obviously I will talk about them in my October reading wrap up, which is probably just going to be Throne of Glass related. So it's going to be a Throne of Glass video. But anyways, so I've started on my Throne of Glass journey, which I was really almost a bit hesitant. Everyone says it's amazing and it's going to change your life. And I was like, but is it though? Like, is it going to be like ACOTAR? Like everyone was like, there's not as much romance. And I was really like, dragging my feet, if I'm honest. It's 8 books, it's a big commitment, but I get it, guys. I get the hype. If you've been putting Throne of Glass off, this is your sign to start it, because I'm 2 books in and I am obsessed. I am obsessed. It is brilliant. It is great. And I can only feel this obsession is going to get stronger. So, I mean, God help me, like how I'm going to be like at the end of this series. I'm already kind of dreading finishing them. But yeah, they're really good. So I started with The Assassin's Blade. A lot of controversy over which way to start the books, but I did a lot of research and for me, this seemed the right way to go. And I'm very happy. Like, I'm so passionate about the fact I feel like you should start with The Assassin's Blade, because this is a prequel to the Throne of Glass. So this is like what happens a year before this. And it has just so much information on Selena, who is the main character, her backstory, how she ends up in the situation that she does in this book. And I think that if I hadn't have read this first, I would not have been as invested in this book as I was, because I knew so much about Selena. I knew her backstory. I knew like how she was as a person. I knew the emotional like side of things. And so much of what happens in here is referenced in here. So if I'd have read this third, which is what people also recommend, I feel like I would have been bored, because I'd have been like, I know what's going to happen. I know this is going to happen to this person and I know why it happens and how it happens. Like, but I went into this blind. I didn't know anything. So I got the emotional impact. So yeah, I was very, very happy with my decision to read this first. It's set into like 5 different stories. They all follow along from each other, but it's like 5 different segments. And yeah, I just found it really easy to read and I found it really interesting and fast paced. And the ending of this absolutely broke me. Like, yeah, reading this first, you get a really big emotional impact. I cried and I just felt heartbroken. Whilst that would have been taken away if I hadn't have read it first. So yeah, that is the hill that I'm going to die on. Read The Assassin's Blade first. So then I read this. I finished this over the weekend. Really enjoyed this. I feel like I do understand, like a lot of people said it's quite slow paced. It is quite slow paced, but I didn't mind. It felt quite cozy. I don't need a book to be like drama, drama, drama. I quite like a bit of peace. I like a bit of coziness. And I feel like this kind of delivered on that. This was more about building up about the characters and the relationships and kind of the situations. So I was here for it. And I was very worried going into this because I know there's not much romance. There's still romance, guys. The romance is like a subplot, like a really, really tiny subplot. But there's still a little bit of romance to keep you going if you are a romance girly like me. But to be honest, you don't need the romance, which I'm also surprised about. Like, I'm more invested in the character and the story and what's going to happen than the romance. Like, it really is like a subplot, but there is still a little bit. So there's a little bit to still tickle our pickle and keep us going. But yeah, you don't need it. So now I'm on to Crown of Midnight. I'm 150 pages in already. Like, I'm going through these books so quickly. I need to slow down, but I'm just really enjoying them. I can't put them down. I just feel like they're really easy to read. They're really easy to follow along. They're so much easier to read than Crescent City. So yeah, I'm obsessed. And I think also I'm reading through them so fast because I'm like, I've got loads of books to get through, and like some of the other books are really big, so I'm like, it's fine. I'm not quite at the stage where I'm having to like ration my reading like I did when I was reading ACOTAR. But yeah, loving the series, cannot get enough. So yeah, so this is definitely your sign to start the books. That was the postman. So yeah, so that is just my mini like review so far of Throne of Glass. I am actually doing a Throne of Glass Autumn Book Club. I'm not sure if I've mentioned this in a video or not. But yeah, I'm doing a Throne of Glass Autumn Book Club over on Fable. I'll link it down below, and also over on my BookTok account, which is also linked down below. So come over and join us if you're also reading these books, or if you want to start reading these books, come on over. Let's chat, because I think there is nothing more wonderful than talking about books, especially the book that you're currently reading with somebody else. Like, it really makes my heart happy. So yeah, come over and join us. So I've got loads of work. So let's talk about what I did this morning. I'll include the clips here. So this morning I went into town to go meet my friend for coffee, which was really lovely. A really rainy day. It's so like cold and rainy outside. So met up for coffee, and I did have a little mooch around town afterwards. I went into Waterstones, had a little look around there, look at the books. And then I just walked home. So yeah, I'm going to include some clips now from our little adventure into town. So that was going into town. So now I've got some work that I need to do. I've got some editing for a campaign. So I'm going to go and get that sorted. I feel like I'm ahead of schedule. What time are we on? We're at 5 to 12. So it should take me about an hour to do this editing. I'm going to have some lunch, hopefully do a bit of reading. And then I'm hoping this afternoon I can get the rest of this vlog film, which I'm so excited about. I have been sent a book advent calendar, and I'm going to unwrap the advent calendar to see what I've got and kind of talk you through it. So I'm so excited. So that is an incentive to get my work done super quickly, because I just want to unwrap all the books and see what I've got. So I will see you very shortly. It'll either be today or tomorrow. Hopefully it'll be later this afternoon. But yeah, I'm going to crack on with my work now. Okay, so like I said in the beginning of this vlog, I had a very exciting unboxing. And this is what we are going to be doing. So I have been sent a book advent calendar from the lovely, lovely girls at Good Girls Read. I'll link their Etsy down below. They're also on the TikTok shop too. But they basically do these book advent calendars. They do different genres. So this one is a fantasy genre, because I'm in my fantasy era. But they also do like dark romance, or a mixed genre. And you can have like different days. I think you can choose from like 1 to 2. This is a 7-day one, and you can go up to the full month. So depending on your budget, but I think they're really, really good value when you cost out how much it would cost for like 7 books. And I just think it is such a lovely idea to either treat yourself or to gift someone. So we are going to unwrap these so you can have a good idea of what you get and the kind of books. And honestly, I'm so excited. These arrived a couple of days ago, and I have been chomping at the bit to open them. So I was like, I have to get it done today. And what they also do is, to avoid duplicates, you can send them your Goodreads, you can send them a list of all the books you've read. They said that they went through my TikTok, my BookTok account, and they've tried to make sure that I've not read any of these books. So I'm honestly just so excited. Like, honestly, it feels like Christmas Day. So I cannot wait to open these. Like, yeah, I'm honestly, like, I'm buzzing. Like, I'm buzzing my tits off, if I'm honest. Let's go for number 1. I feel bad, like, opening them because they're so pretty. I love the green. They've got different colours for different genres. So let's go for number 1. Oh, this is already one that I know. This is already on my TV Red list. So this is A King of Battle and Blood by Scarlett St. Clair. So I had been recommended this book by another book talker called Faye. So she's What Faye Reads. She's really, really lovely. And I think I'd posted about The Veiled Kingdom, and she'd said to me, I think you'll really like this book because it's kind of a similar style, but she was like, I think it's written better. So yeah, so this was already on my to be read list. So, I'm well excited. So, say Isolde de Lara considers her wedding day to be her death day to end a years-long war and protect the people of her kingdom. She is to marry the vampire king. Oh, I'm excited. Okay, so book 1 done. Ooh, what is this? So we have got Nectar of the Wicked by Ella Field. Is Nectar of the Wicked by Ella Field. I've not heard of this book before. Beware the Fae and never trust them with your heart. For 20 years, I was an unwanted changeling with no name, no family, and no answers until an irresistibly wicked fairy begins a seductive game of cat and mouse. I am his prey, his treasure, a perfect pet. He offers me a trade. He will take me to the fairy realm to assist in my search for the truth of who I am. In return, I must marry him. Oh, this sounds good. Oh, this sounds right up my street. Oh my God, I'm so excited. This is such a good way of like finding out about new books as well, because I'd never heard of this before, but it sounds right up my street. Oh, excited. What's going to be next? What's going to be next? This one feels a bit bigger. Oh, I've heard so much about this. So we've got Twin Crowns, One Throne, Two Princesses. What a pretty book. A recommendation from Sarah J. Maas on the top. This sounds good. Two Sisters, One Crown. Princess Rose Valhart is heir to the throne of Aina. Aina? Is that how you say it? Trained from birth to fear the witches that killed her parents, she will do anything to defend her kingdom. Oh, exciting. Sounds good, doesn't it? Absolute delight from start to finish. Oh, I'm very excited. Okay, right, where's number 4? So this is Queen of Myth and Monsters. So this is by Scarlett St. Clair, who I think the first book that we had was from. Oh, so I think this is a sequel to King. Yeah, I think it's a sequel to this. So, oh, that's exciting. Do number 5. Ooh, what's this? My Roommate is a Vampire by Jenna Levy. Cassie Greenberg needs a new place to live and fast. When she finds an affordable apartment in a beautiful neighbourhood, she knows there must be a catch. Of course, her new roommate is Frederick J. Fitzwilliam and is far from normal. He sleeps all day, out at night of business, and talks like he walked out of a Regency romance novel. He also leaves Cassie heart-melting notes around the apartment, asks about her day, and doesn't look half bad shirtless on the rare occasions they're both home and awake. There's no denying there's a spark between them, but there's also a secret. With true love at stake, will Frederick come clean? Ah, this sounds good. I love a little vampire love story. Oh, excited to read this. Book number 6. This is so much fun. Wrath of the Damned by Ella Fields. So I think this is the same author. Have we got another Ella Fields? Yes, we have. So I'm guessing this is a sequel. Deadly Divine Duet. Yeah, I think they're exciting. I can't wait to read these. So we've got one left. Number 7. What's it gonna be? Let's have a little look. This has been so much fun, hasn't it? God Killer by Hannah Kaner. Ooh, you're not welcome here, God Killer. So I've not heard of this before. As a child, Kitten saw her family murdered by a god. Now gods are forbidden, but they still wander the kingdom, demanding worship and sacrifice. Kitten makes a living killing them and enjoys it until she meets a god she cannot kill. Ooh, that sounds exciting. I've not heard of this, but it's so good to find some new books because I feel like you hear a lot about the same books. It's nice to find some different ones. Number 1 Sunday Times bestseller. How exciting. Oh, yeah, I can't wait. So, gosh, I'm so lucky. Like, I genuinely cannot believe that someone has sent me all these books. Like, I just feel so lucky. So we have got, some really interesting books here. Oh, bugger. Just dropped them down the back of the sofa. I just feel so lucky that someone like I've been sent these. Like, yes, just so lucky. So yeah, I cannot wait to read these. Like, I'm so excited. These are going to keep me going for a little while. Henry's going to be like, more books. more books. But yeah, what a lovely idea though. I think that's such a nice present idea, such a nice way to treat yourself. Like, that was so much fun. And imagine like opening a book a day. How good would that be? But yeah, I'll leave all the details down below, but I just had to include the unwrapping because I was like, oh, but yeah, and obviously I'll try and make my way through these like soon. I can let you know how I get on. Let me know if you've read any of these. Let me know what you thought. Well, I think after all that excitement, I actually managed to get through all of my work like pretty quickly today. So I'm going to treat myself to 20 minutes with my book. So I'm reading Crown of Midnight. I read a little bit with my lunch, but I kind of wolfed my lunch down because I was like, I want to film this video. So I think, yeah, I'm going to sit and read my book. It is feeling so cozy now. I felt cold all day, so I've put the heating on for half an hour and I've lit my little pumpkin candle. It smells so cozy in here, like honestly, just all the cozy vibes. So I think I'm just gonna sit for like 20 minutes, take time to just have a little breather, read some of my book, and then, yeah, if I have 20 minutes, that still gives me like an hour before I need to go pick Penelope up so I can do some last bits of work, get myself ready for my work day tomorrow. And yeah, like what I try to do is at least once a week is give myself some time to read during the day, like give myself some extended time. So not just like lunch break, I give myself like half an hour to an hour because it's like my favorite thing to do at the moment. And I was talking about this to my friend earlier that when you're a mum especially, like you just don't ever really let yourself rest because you just feel guilty because you're always like, oh, I could be doing this, I could be doing that. But now that Penelope is at nursery, I do have more time and I'm quite organised, I'm pretty productive, and I feel like it's really essential to you and your mental health to take time for you. Like, yes, I could be always constantly like working or cleaning, but you do need to take time for yourself because otherwise you just get burnt out and then you're not as good. I feel like you're a better mum when you do stuff for yourself because you get burnt out, and sometimes I get a bit shouty when I've not had like enough time for myself. So by giving myself some time, like this morning I went for coffee with my friend and didn't feel guilty about it, I'm going to give myself 20 minutes to sit and read my book and just kind of refresh before I just do a few last bits of work before picking pen up. I just think it's really, really important. So yeah, I'm going to just take a few moments to read a couple of chapters. Let me know if you would like a reading video. I was thinking of filming like a read with me video. Like I find them quite relaxing to watch. And like it's almost like you've got a little bit of company. So let me know if you would like it, especially if you're reading Throne of Glass like me. We could like read together. So yeah, let me know if you would like it. But I think, yeah, I'm going to do some reading and then I think I'm going to end this bookish vlog here. I really hope you have enjoyed it. Let me know if you would like to see more vlogs like this because I am more than happy to do them. Like I'm in my book era, you guys know that. But yeah, it's just really fun like talking about books and doing book stuff. So yeah, I really hope that you have enjoyed this video. I'm going to now read my book and I'll see you guys very soon. Thank you for watching. Bye.